the man from Lyon, the man who didn't leave despite Brexit, he's French, the man who has led D91 through one of the most challenging years we have ever had, the man who's on a mission to make the world a better place, the man who also likes to have a bit of a party, and who better than to lead us to the entertainment through the Hall of Fame and all our achievements this year than your very own District Director. So as Jill bows out and I bow out and we say goodnight, I hand over to D91 District Director Arne Zart. Good night from me.
Thank you, Lynn, and good evening again, District 91. How's everyone? Can we have a bit of noise? Oh, maybe some champagne will help. Still no? Well, we're here this evening to celebrate some of the successes of our district, but also to talk a little bit more about how great we are doing as a district. It is fantastic to see so many exciting activities going on in our district. Yes, we have speech champions, and boy, we've not been underserved today. Yes, we have some amazing clubs, but we've also discovered that we have some hidden talents, some mixologists. We have some dancers, for those of you that have been to the soiree previously last week before we formally kicked off the weekend. And we certainly have some amazing members throughout the district. So this evening is going to be a very simple Hall of Fame. There's going to be only three things. There's going to be some Rupert time, there will be some Helena time, and there will be some Arno time. And then when it's all said and done, we will all gather around and head off for a big party. How does that sound? Oh, I can see the trio nodding. So this is absolutely fantastic. Now, we have a number of different awards across the district. And for those of you familiar with it, and I'm sure you all are, because we see so many distinguished members getting awards, getting pins, really celebrating and achieving so much. We will start with our club and membership activities, and I will invite Rupert Datta, our club growth director, to say a few words about what's happening in terms of our membership and growth awards. Rupert, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Mr. District Director, and good evening all. It's also been brought to my attention that actually maybe you shouldn't be Club Growth Director if you want to be the cocktail making queen. So I will remember that for future. But good job, Kat. Helena and I have decided that actually we're going to do the bulk of the club growth and programme quality type awards in the new Toastmasters year, because there's still 8 weeks to go. And a lot can happen in 8 weeks, particularly when we're trying to get back to base for those of you that were around this morning. I'd like to start with the theme of recognising some of the hidden heroes in club growth this year. That is the extended club growth team. We have a club retention team that was chaired by Jacqueline Rosser. So Jacqueline Rosser, definitely want to recognise her for sure. And there have been 3 core members of that team that have largely been hidden behind the scenes. Irina Ursu from Trojan Speakers, Julian Ward and Duncan Hammett from Riverside Communicators. We've really put an emphasis on speechcraft this year, and distinguished Toastmaster Simon Menon has really been championing that, and something that she's been passionate about for years. So we've seen a notable uptake in speechcrafts been run across the district, and I hope that will continue into the next Toastmasters year. Your MC for tomorrow, the man that gives me quite a few grey hairs, but less so this year, Gagan Singh, has also been looking after our club sponsors this year and has played good cop, largely to my bad cop. Distinguished Toastmaster Mike Burrows has been looking after club quality and club mentors this year. Really want to recognise him. You've heard a lot from the alignment committee this morning, and as part of the extended team, Janet Alkema, Monica Swiderska. When we're not dealing with emotional conversations, they really help us decide where we put clubs, particularly from a mapping exercise. So a lot of hidden heroes in the background, and I hope that the club growth team can grow bigger next year so we can achieve more. 3 of the awards that we will definitely be doing in July. We've appointed over 25 club coaches so far this year, and there's probably going to be some more to come. So there will be a club coach of the year. And I think the team also have probably got some favourites, so there might be a few more. We'll definitely be doing club sponsor of the year, and we'll certainly be celebrating all of the new clubs. But today may be the first day of the long bank holiday weekend. It may be the day of our district conference. It may also be the day that the identity of your new district leadership team and elected officers have been announced. But there's also 8 weeks left, and it's the start of the Beat the Clock membership building campaign. Now, if all clubs in District 91 participate and achieve 5 new, reinstated or dual members, that will pretty much take us back to base. So I'm inviting you all to come on this journey with us, use the resources that are out there, the open houses, the speechcraft, there's still plenty of budget for it. The flyers that our incoming Club Growth Director has designed with Susan Rayner, our previous PR manager. The resources are there for you, please use them, and there could be a number of other awards in July. Mr. District Director.
Thank you very much, Rupa. Now, back to base. I'm so glad Rupa mentioned this. And I will say it this way, because this is no secret. We've shared this information with our district executive committee last week, and I'm sure many of you would have heard about it by now. If we get back to base by the 30th of June, we will also have a special recognition from World Headquarters. World Headquarters has recognized that this year has been tough, not just on our district, but in all districts around the globe. So we've selected a district-driven award, and we have elected to choose to getting back to base, hitting that magic number so that we can start the next year on a high. And we are doing fantastic. This past month of April has been, I believe, correct me, Rupa, if I'm wrong, the strongest on record this year for new membership. So congratulations to all of our clubs that have achieved so much. Now, let me go back to the theme of cocktails, and Helena, I'm sure won't mind me sharing this little story. I've got a few stories with Helena and cocktails and other things, but I will pick one in particular. As District Trio, myself, Helena, and Florian last year traveled to Paris to receive our media training in January. Probably the last, if not, maybe not the last, but one of the very last training or even activity that we did in person. And you might be wondering, why are you talking about cocktail and then diverting to district leader training? Well, let me tell you, there is a tedious link, but there is a very important link. We were staying in this regular hotel, and there was a bar. There was a cocktail bar in this particular hotel. And the mixologist there had this amazing idea to serve cocktails to a guest, but not only serve, but also create ones specifically tailored for guests. And I believe Helena was the recipient of one, and many of us were also recipient of ones. And that bartender gave us this little piece of paper with the recipe that was not to be opened until we were back in that same place. Now, whether we've all kept that promise or not is not the point. The point is, there are times where we are always looking to find that nugget. There are times where we always look to get to that new experience. And Toastmasters is most definitely one of those places where experiences are created, experiences are lived, experiences are enjoyed. I would now like to hand over to Helena to talk a little bit more about our Program Quality Award this year, as well as her team. Helena, the visual floor is yours.
Thank you very much, District Director Arno, and thank you, River, for advising everybody that we're not going to do as much now as we will do in July. I'd also like to thank Kat Kipling for not doing a Cointreau-based cocktail. Otherwise, I might have to go and open my little letter from the bartender, the mixologist from Paris, because as it turns out, I like a little drop of Cointreau, and that was the base of my cocktail. And I know from a past encounter with Kat Kipling that Cointreau is also one of her tipples too. I have had a fantastic year, and many people know that our mission this year was to set ourselves up for teams. So our district leadership, we also had our own teams. Rupa had her team and I had my team, my program quality team. And at the beginning of the year, Andy Hesse and I had a blank piece of paper on what to do with the district webinar series. And we had some fantastic ideas. And you know what, from that brief, from the first conversation that we had in July, Andy Hesse ran with the ideas. He found speakers from across our district and beyond. He sat down every Sunday evening from the 2nd of August, pretty much all the way through. He has handled this single-handedly and created a webinar series, which I know many of our members have joined. And obviously we've got members again from around the world that have joined these. These are available on on YouTube, on our YouTube channel. And Andy has had fantastic computer issues along the way, which we all know about, and he is known as the Zoom troll in the webinar series. So Andy Hesse, thank you very much for your support this year. It has been fantastic, and I know this has benefited the district as well. My other unsung hero that some of you will know is Sam Warner. Sam Warner has been tirelessly working in the background to sort out the Trainers Bureau as we've rebooted that when we started, when we reset up our new website back in October. That all kicked back in. And Sam also then, you know, will run speaker to trainer courses. Now, some of you will know that the speaker to trainer manual is an in-person manual. So Sam decided that she could adapt that for the online world. And you know what a fantastic job. And we've been running speaker to training sessions with Sam. And we also encouraged other people to want to take part in that series. So actually to start leading as well and be able to run those series. And hopefully that will start filtering down. So thank you for those volunteers, Nike and Pamela. Liz Hobbs. DTM Liz Hobbs. I have known Liz for a very long time. She supported me when I was conference director. And when I took on this role last year and I said, should we have a bit of a look at doing a conference review? And we need a conference bid document and we need some lessons learned, Liz, because you're a guru on that. Liz said yes to absolutely everything I have asked of her this year. She has been an absolutely amazing support for me this year. We have obviously had trips and changes along the way when Toastmasters International decided that, yes, contests all had to stay online when we were looking at, you know, how we were going to put the conference together for this year. But she's been great to help this conference team, particularly Gula, and is on her leadership committee as well. And if anybody is interested in doing conference for next year, the bid document is now available, and please reach out to Liz and I. We are here to help, and I say Liz is going to be setting up her committee to look at that and continue the work into next year. So not only has she committed to work with me, she's also committed to work with Gula, with Rupa, to continue into next year as well, which is just fantastic. In the background, we've had a wonderful chap called Alistair Barton join us to do some artwork for our webinar series. You've seen those posters, and he also designed the Corporate Club Officer Sprint paperwork, which again, when you saw that banner, a number of people have commented on that, and I got a bit of a commendation from that from Toastmasters International. They thought it was really clear, so they really liked the messaging that was on that as well. So thank you very much, Alistair. And for Gula stepping forward to be the conference director. Wow, what an amazing team she's pulled together. So calm through it all, absolutely so calm. I'm amazed at how much Gula has delivered this year for us. And you know what, all of her team just fantastically supportive. And that's what we really love to see within Toastmasters. So Gula, thank you very much for everything that you've done this year. And you've also seen this chap today, the District Chief Judge, Neil Coleman. Neil Coleman has just been brilliant this year. We've sorted out all of the paperwork for conferences and contests. We've put everything online for judging and for contests. He's run 2 main webinars for us on contests and judging. If we have shared all of our information around the world, And one of my equivalents over in Australia says if they can't find it on our website, then they don't think it's worth doing. So I think you'll find that they've probably taken quite a lot of our information and borrowed it, I think is the word they're using. So thank you very much, Neil. And some of you may not know that Neil wants to step down as District Chief Judge. So we'll be looking for somebody else to replace Neil as we go into the next Toastmasters year. So thank you very much, Neil. My other little job, obviously with being Programme Quality Director, is looking at the Education Awards. And when I had a little look at the dashboard today and see where we were up to, we have 1,466 educational awards across our district so far this year. 118 Triple Crowns, 15 DTMs, 6 Pathways Mentor Programme completed, and 81 paths completed by our members. That is amazing. That is an absolutely amazing achievement. And I can't wait for July, because I'm absolutely sure that those figures are going to go up, because I can't believe that we won't get to, maybe we'll even get to 2,000 educational awards completely. And if Ros carries on going through and starting all the paths again, as she indicated that she would before, we reckon she'll outstrip everybody else on Triple Crowns. We might have to triple crown Ros, because she's done so fantastically well. For those base camp managers, the VP Eds over there, I hope that you're double checking all of your members, what they're up to and what they're doing, just to make sure that we don't have that last minute rush in June when people go, my educational award isn't there, where's this, where's the other, I want to get a Triple Crown. So do a little bit of housekeeping to make sure that we can get our awards right for July. I look forward to working with you all next year. And as Rupert said, it is now beat the clock. And we just want to see how many of you can really beat that clock and get that membership drive going. So looking forward to that and seeing all your hard work, the results. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Helena. And again, what a wonderful team. We certainly set out the year as building teams as the pillar, one of the 3 pillars of this year, and certainly been delivering on all of this. It is incredible to think that we are almost, not quite, but almost there this year. And we have seen some tremendous work from members of our district, members of our district executive committee. And I would like to share with you the so-called District Director Awards, but they are not my awards, they are your awards. I will now share my screen. I have a few slides that I wanted to share with you. Can I have a quick thumbs up to make sure that you can see the slides in front of me? I can see some thumbs up, so that is brilliant. Now, every year we need to, or we don't need to, we recognize, but not because we need, but because we have some tremendous work happening. Area Director of the Year is a position that is very close to my heart. Area Director of the Year is an award that I've had the privilege to hold a few years ago. And it is something that comes almost as a surprise every time. Not because we don't know we've done a good job, because we've all done a tremendous job this year, doing with a pandemic, doing with personal situations that keep changing all the time. And yet, focusing on our district mission of building new clubs and supporting all clubs in achieving excellence. Area directors are the very forefront of this, being the cornerstone between the clubs and the district, always striving to do the best possible. One of the key aspects of the area director is to be approachable. It's to be available when we need them. It's to be available when clubs need them. And it's to be available when there are new clubs being built. And this year, we'd like to recognize one very special area director that has done a tremendous amount of work throughout area H32. So Amy Jones, you are the area of the year, area director of the year 2020-2021. As you can see, I wanted to share on these slides what is happening in this area. The area currently has 6 clubs, 4 chartered clubs, all select, all president distinguished. The area is clearly already select distinguished. And there are not one, but 2 pre-charter clubs. And this is a fantastic and tremendous achievement. So congratulations, Amy. The trophy will be in the post very, very shortly. I wish I could hand it over to you directly at the next meeting. Maybe we could do that over the summer. We shall see. So thank you, Amy. The next award I wanted to give this evening is the Division Director of the Year Award. Some say division directors sit in between the district leadership team and the area directors. Some would even say we don't know what division directors do. Well, let me tell you what division directors do. They do sit between the district leadership team and area directors. They do empower the area directors to build new clubs and support all clubs in achieving excellence. They do sit on the alignment committees. They do sit on the district executive committee. They do have a direct impact and more often than not, a tremendous impact on the life of our district. The division director that I would like to award this year is none other than Diane Richardson from Division D. Diane this year took on a crazy task, an incredible task. Division D is made up of 4 areas. One area coming from a previous division, one area coming from H, one area coming from A, one area coming from Division B, and an area coming from Division J. Division D was created just this year to accommodate the growth of our district, and Diane managed to lead that division to success. The division is currently Select Distinguished, and I'm sure will continue to move on to President Distinguished. There is no doubt this will happen between now and the end of June. But leading a new division made up of 4 areas with very different cultures into one successful division is tremendous. In fact, it is so tremendous that the Division D is our best division when it comes to club growth. But that's not all. Diane also supported us as a district with marketing activities, supporting our training, supporting our PR. And as Rupa and Helena just mentioned as well, many of our activities were done in partnership with our PR manager to give you, our clubs, our district members, tools to do some beautiful digital advertising on all of your media channels. So congratulations, Diane, and I look forward to handing over that trophy to you as well. Next up is Toastmaster of the Year. The Toastmaster of the Year is an award that recognizes tremendous contribution. Tremendous contribution, not necessarily in one particular year, but over a sustained period of time. And I've been very touched by one particular member this year. It is a member that, hand on heart, I had not met before. It is a member that I've only recently met, but hearing this member's story, hearing what that member has achieved is absolutely second to none. There are some incredible members, we have some incredible clubs, but today I would like to recognize as Toastmaster of the Year, none other than Toastmaster Harminder Dhillon. Harminder is the visionary founding president of King's Speaker many, many years ago. Visionary because King's Speaker is one of only a very small handful of clubs around the world dedicated to helping and supporting people with speech impediment, stammer, or social anxiety. We have some tremendous speakers within this club, and Harminder was there at the very beginning. And he continues to inspire this club as he did brilliantly at a very special event only a few weeks ago. Vision, passion, inspiration, those are extremely amazing traits that I would like to recognize Harminder for this year as the Toastmaster of the Year. So congratulations. And the last award I would like to give out tonight is the District Director Award. As District Director, we go through a number of activities throughout the years. We have committees to deal with. We have other things happening in the background that's frankly happen because it is part of the role, quite a bit of administration, a lot of meetings with many committees, and ensuring that we have a successful district life. The District Director Awards also recognizes special achievements, special activities that's one particular member this year, and in fact over many years, has also accomplished. This year, I would like to award the District Director Award to none other than Janet Alkima. And to give you some context, Janet has been the chair of our District Alignment Committee for 2 years now. Janet successfully led our district last year to revamp and change the boundaries for 25% of our district last year. Janet also managed to find a way up until the early hours of this morning to deliver a District Alignment Committee report that could command the support of our District Council, and I will be forever thankful for that. But that's not all. As if figuring out a way to consult with members, clubs, area directors, division director wasn't enough. Janet was also a strong supporter of many of our training activities at TLIs, as well as webinars. And for that, it is a very worthy recipient of the District Director Award. Congratulations once again, Janet. That leaves me to say some final words. Thank you. 2 words, very simple ones. Thank you for all of the work that you have all done. Thank you to trio members, Helena and Rupert. Thank you to the district leadership team. And thank you to all our district executive committee and extended teams that have done a tremendous work inside and outside of the spotlight. We have delivered a tremendous achievement so far this year. It may not feel like it all the time. It has been a tough year. We have had plenty of challenges, but we will be remembered as the district year where we started online and most definitely will finish online. A unique experience never happened before by anyone. So you, our members, have done a tremendous job. And for that, I would probably award you all an award, the Member Award. In July, we will come back to you all with a district event specifically recognizing all of the awards that have been achieved throughout the 2020-2021 program year. You have heard Rupert talk about new clubs. You have heard Rupert talk about coaches. You have heard Helena talk about Triple Crowns, Pathways Awards. You have heard me talk about our district awards. And I'm sure there will be more to discover in July when the year is over and we have settled the dust on all of the brilliant work that our district has done. Thank you for your attention. I hope you've had a brilliant day. Thank you to the conference team for delivering a flawless experience on this first full day of the conference. And I don't know about you, but I think that bottle is probably not going to stay closed for very long. Have a wonderful evening, have fun, and always remember, we learn best in moments of enjoyment. See you at the party.